We're now about to go live.
What, Bobber? What mic are you on, Bob?
Oh, stop.
There's confusion on the set.
God.
Confusion on the set.
Confusion on the set. Oh my God! Wait a minute. Here,
Because I'm not boosted.
I'm not. Rick isn't boosted, so I'm sitting over here. I don't know.
for
I
Christ's
have
sakes,
no
Bob.
idea.
You actually believe that crap?
Oh, please, please! I'm so tired of these people in the newspaper writing these letters. Oh, Jesus! Just the train has left the station. Just give it up.
Right.
Yeah, just
And now
give it up.
Now the new variant, Omicron stealth mode.
Oh well, let's.
Omicron stealth mode is even less deadly and more contagious. So we're all going to get this. It's going to be over. Please, we're all going to get this. It's always been the case. We're all going to get this, and it's going to be over. But now even more so.
I don't know.
You believe the hype, Bob.
Well, I do know that there are more than 200 people in Bay State West now, and there are more than 25.
Bay State Medical, and only 30% of them are COVID related. I just watched the head of Mercy Medical, who is their biggest competitor. So if his numbers say 35%, then their numbers say 35%.
But Peter, I don't. Oh, wait a minute. Well,
Other people are sick for other things.
Let me just say this. Wow, it's Tuesday morning. We get right to it. February 1st, 2022, and counting. My name is Bob Plass. That is Peter Coles, the producer of our show Behind the Glass and the kibitzer of all time. No, he's not all time. I can come up with other kibitzers. Yeah.
What's a kibitzer?
A kibitzer is somebody who kibitzes. They are. They spark. They fuel the flames. You see. I think.
No, that's pot stirrer.
Today's CBD day, so that fits right in. Pot day.
Pot stir?
Pot stir. He's a pot stirrer. That laugh is my trusty, lusty, dusty, crusty.
Hey, is Jay still alive? We're going to check in on
Jay.
him once in a while.
Yeah. He's the substitute and my personal assistant, Big Poppy. Rick Barry is sitting right here. And I am Bob Plass. This is the Westfield and Weekend Show, where we talk about all things life and all things Westfield and Weekends. Go on westfieldandweekends.com or to the Facebook to read all about it. And later on in the program, we'll have some guests to tell you about February at Westfield Creative Arts. But meanwhile. Yeah.
In the mean.
Yeah. Well, I'm really tired. I'm so tired. I'm tired of politics. I'm very, very screaming angry at this Trumpster. I hate him.
He's gone.
Oh man,
He's been gone for a year now.
Yeah,
Bob.
but
he's living in your heads.
Rent free.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's living in my head, and I can't get him out of it. And Walt Whitman or somebody said, "Save hate for an important issue."
Right.
I don't know whether hate is the word, but it's just
It is,
he
Bob.
is changing democracy in such bad ways.
He has no power.
All right.
None.
Well, you will agree that we're not going to go there because there's
Bob, the only people holding power right now, according to our Constitution, are the people in Washington, and they've screwed things up, both parties, for so bad for so long that nobody trusts them anymore.
I
Not a
know.
single soul trusts
Yeah.
them. And it was
And I'm
long before Trump.
Yeah, I'm so tired of old white-haired guys telling me what to do. And I'm and I as an old white-haired guy.
So you're saying you're pissed off at Biden now too?
Yeah, I might even be pissed off at him for all right. No, yeah, but I'm tired of politics totally. I'm ready to move into some idyllic. We watched this show. That's so wonderful and so heartening called All Creatures Great and Small on PBS. Have you seen it? About the veterinarian. He's a veterinarian in, I think, Cornwall or some idyllic little town in England. And it's so sweet and so loving. It takes place in the 20s.
Is that based on the book?
Yes.
All Creatures
Yeah,
Great
yeah.
and
It's
Small?
it had the first edition was years ago, so they've redone it. And it is even better. It's so Rick, you got to see it.
You know, Bob, I was down south this weekend, and the
Mm-hmm.
people are just so. This is Florida, obviously, because I wanted to go down and watch a rocket launch, which didn't happen.
Yeah.
Apparently, I've been called the curse of Falcon 9 launches now by more than one person because we were going to stay one more day on Sunday, and it would have got canceled by a damn cruise ship.
Oh.
A cruise ship wandered into the downrange area, and they couldn't
Oh,
launch.
I saw that. Yeah.
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 All the videos I've seen from the launch yesterday
Yeah.
were spectacular, as I thought it would be, because you're going up at sunset.
Right.
But we had to come back. So, but generally, people were generally friendly down there. People not at your table actually talk to you at a restaurant, which I enjoyed. A guy at the diner, we were having breakfast. He heard me talking about rockets. He says, "Hey, just out of the blue, hey, can I ask you a question?" He says, we live over here in the condos on the 4th floor, and we heard you talking about it. And he asked me all kinds of questions, which that doesn't happen up here. People don't talk to other people. They don't.
You don't think so, Rick?
No.
Have you had that experience when people come into the bar and sit at the bar down at the White Lion? All right, it's the White Lion.
Yes.
Okay. Do they just sit there and sip their drink, or do they try to engage you in conversation?
Well, talking to the bartender is different than talking to the people next to you or
okay.
People, if you're sitting right next to somebody, people will start a conversation with them. But if they're sitting at another table or they're just, sitting a seat away, nobody will. But there are some people who sit at the bar and don't say a word. They don't talk. They don't.
Yeah. They just sip their drink.
Yep. They just sip their drink, have something to eat, and
Yeah. I often think at a bar, if you're going to sit at the bar, you're setting yourself up for. It's sort of like if you open your mouth on a plane to the guy or person next to you, you're setting yourself up for conversation the whole time.
Yes.
Now, if you like that, fine. But if your life is such that you spend it talking, like some of us, okay, you really look for those moments where you want silence. So
Yes.
I am one of these I do the nod.
Yeah.
A traditional nod. Hello, that's it, and sit down, read my book. Now, when I go to a bar, if I'm alone, I would probably want somebody to say hello to me and talk. But when I used to go to a bar every Friday night after work, after the people at my workplace stopped going out because they all left. You see, I was the only one left. And the Friday night people that I went out with to have a margarita stopped going, okay? But I wasn't going to have that stop me from doing that. So on the way home, down at 43rd Street and 9th Avenue in Westfield, in New York City, there was something called Zona Rosa, or Zona, and it was a Mexican restaurant. So I would go in there, and I'd sit at the bar. But this is me at the bar. I bring a newspaper to read at the bar so that I can drink my margarita, eat my chips, and read the newspaper and not have to converse with the people next to me.
That's called downright antisocial, Bob.
Yes. That's bit. Yeah, that is just
antisocial.
Antisocial. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You
all
just
right,
kind
I'll
of. You
take
just
it.
kind
I'll
of. You
take
just kind
it.
of go. You just kind of go.
What? Yeah. No. If I heard them talking about something that I could answer a question for, if I, how you're sitting there and you're overhearing conversations and you say, I know the answer to that question. I will be glad to butt in.
Yeah.
But if somebody's gonna, when somebody's ready to go in for the kill and talk constantly. You know that, don't
Yes.
you?
Yes,
Immediately
of course you
know
do.
after that first question or something. And usually, when I'm sitting alone at the bar, it's probably a guy next to me who's about ready to talk sports. Hey, how about those Red Sox? Or how about those Rams?
How about them Cowboys?
And yeah. And I'm going, yeah, how about them? And then I have to either pretend that I know everything. And just not, or get it, or say, look, you're talking to the wrong person here. You want to talk Broadway? Why don't we talk? Hey, let's talk the Real Housewives of Atlanta. That'd get them to shut up, won't it?
It would, yeah.
I don't know. You never know, Bob.
Hey,
no, actually, you might open the gateway because some of them might know all about that.
Someone might have to watch it because of their significant others.
I'll see. Oh, yeah, if they're sitting next to a woman. Or I might say to them.
No, if their wives make them watch it, Bob.
Oh, if their wife makes them watch it.
Or they secretly watch it while they're pretending to do something else.
Let me ask. All right, I'll ask you. Does
Guilty pleasures.
Michelle make you watch programs?
No.
Of course not.
No.
Rick, well, you are.
Guilty pleasures.
No, Peter's dating, so this is a different story. he'll watch any old thing just to have the woman sitting next to him. Christy, is it Christy now?
Yes, Bob. You got it right.
Good. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh my God, help me. Yes. So we, I have that. Am I antisocial? Well,
no,
I'm not
you are not antisocial.
No,
but that act is, and sometimes you do it. I tell you something. Most of the times that I walk into a bar or something like that, or to sit down just to have a drink or something, I sit by myself.
You do. That's
away
true.
from everybody.
Yeah.
Because at those times, sometimes I don't want to talk with anybody.
Oh man. Oh God. One of the nicest memories I have as I went to Puerto Rico one year. I went by myself, and I went on a whim. On a weekend, I went on a whim, and I got out of San Juan and went to the country. And while I was in San Juan, I found a restaurant very close to the place I was staying, and I went to it. And I was reading. I love to go away and bring a novel to read, on the beach or whatever. Yeah. And I would bring this novel to this restaurant every night, and read it, and have a full course meal in the process. It was heaven. Then I met this man, this person at the motel, who we were just friends or whatever, and traveling. We went to El Yunca together and all the jungle and all that. And he wanted to go out to dinner. So we went out to dinner, and I made the point of saying, well, if you're coming out to dinner with me to this restaurant where I go and I read, I'd like to just, if you wouldn't mind, we can order and we can chat when we're eating, but not much. I want to read my book.
Seriously?
Yep. So the two of us went there, because we've been talking all day. I want to have some time when I don't talk.
Then you should have gone out to dinner.
Yeah, I know. Well, he wanted to go out. I could care. You know what it's like. I don't know. Now I'm painting myself into a real corner here.
So you're that one that brings the book to the restaurant or the bar and sits there. That is the biggest flag of saying, "Stay away from me. Don't talk to me."
Right. I would agree with that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Barbara Walters would, in her book, How to Talk to practically anyone about practically anything, something like that, says that if you bring a book to a place, then that initiates conversation, because somebody will say to you, "What are you reading?" And then that will spark a conversation.
Really?
Not me. If I saw somebody reading, I'd leave them alone.
Yep.
Well, Peter, you got the idea. This is so good.
That's just me. I was brought up to be, if somebody's giving you a clear sign that they don't want to be bothered, they don't want to be bothered.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean like if like that guy saw that we weren't having a private conversation or whatever, and he said, I want to ask that guy a question.
Yeah, just because you're sitting next to somebody doesn't give you liberty to think that you've sat down for conversation. Maybe on a plane they ought to have like a conversation-free zone.
Oh, Bob.
Oh,
Bob. Your worldview just boggles my mind.
All right.
See, normally what I'll do is I'll just
Yeah, really.
Not saying it's wrong. It's your worldview.
Yeah,
It just
yeah.
boggles my mind.
Wow. You know how much fun I can be at a bar. You know. How
I know,
much
but I also know you turn on a switch. I've seen you do it.
Yeah.
I've watched you do it.
Yeah.
I've observed you and James be able to throw the switch
Yeah.
and become party animals. And then I've seen you where the switch is off, and you can be like wallpaper.
Trying to be wallpaper.
Right.
Yeah. Trying to be wallpaper.
After how many years of this, Bob? I'm a pretty good observer of people.
He's going to write the biography.
Of you?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I can give you some really good, juicy tidbits from New York. I can really give some good, juicy tidbits if you really want to.
I know when
the
Bob
truth.
is all stressed out too. I can tell. I'm
going to.
I know when Michael Buster McMahon is all stressed out,
Yeah.
just by the music he plays on his show.
Speaking of Buster McMahon, Michael Buster, I'm next Sunday. I'm doing a reading of his musical.
I know. I set you
Are
up
you?
for that.
Are you? Oh yeah. Are you in it? At all?
No, I'm working. I have to work the other job. They're stressed. They're
Yeah. He's written a
Straight
musical,
out.
Rick.
A musical?
Yeah.
What?
He's looking for somebody to. Somebody couldn't. Mark Auerbach couldn't make it, so he's looking for another male to fill in his Mark Auerbach's parts.
so that's you.
No.
No?
No. I was already assigned. No, just so he as of yesterday, he didn't have anybody. I don't know if you're available.
When
on
is it?
Sunday. It's a rock
Sunday?
musical that he's written. Do you know
I have to
anything
work-
else
I have to
about
work
it,
Sunday.
Peter?
It's kind of a stitching together of several of his short plays, and he stitched it into a musical along with Aaron Fay of Maxtone, who is the musical director.
Uh-huh.
And it's
Yes.
called "Can't You Bury These Tales."
Can't you what?
Can't you bury these tales?
Can't you bury these tales?
Play on the Canterbury
You are
Tales.
such a smart man. Did you want me to do the beginning of Canterbury Tales in the Old English?
Go for it.
One April with her showers out, the drought of March have passed the route. When April with his showers, I don't know, whatever. I had to
What
learn
did
that.
you just say?
I don't know. That was Old English. Very poorly spoken.
I don't think that was English. I don't
No,
know
it's
what-
Old English. It's the English before the Old English. At any rate,
It sounded like Klingon
So-
more than anything.
Klingon. I got the forehead for it, Klingon.
Oh Jesus,
Don't
Bob!
Klingons have a forehead? Don't they have?
Not
a big,
like that, Bob.
They have a big, long.
Not like
top-
yours.
Not like mine. I don't know if that's a compliment or what.
Not really.
No, it's not. Okay, all right. So at any rate, we wish Michael Buster McMahon well with the reading of this Can't You Bury These Tales.
That's
I
it.
hope we're not going to bury the play. Yeah. But we're going to do it for a private group of investors or people who are going to make criticisms.
Yeah.
Constructive critics or something like that. Peter, you're not in it at all?
No, I'm working at Mount Holyoke. I can't.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I'll report next week how great it is, and I can't wait to hear the music. But always interested. I'm always interested in giving my opinion, unless you're sitting next to me at a bar or on a plane.
You are muted.
You are muted. Yes, exactly right. Hey, today is the beginning of Black History Month, and today's specific celebration is of Black women in the arts. So I wanted to play one of my favorite Black artists. Her name is Lena Horne, and her famous song. You know what Lena Horne's famous song is? You've got it right there.
Stormy weather.
Stormy Weather. Yeah, and I thought,
Hey,
geez,
Bob, in the break, can you bring me in a schedule?
Oh, geez, I didn't. Oh, yeah. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I forgot to bring it up to him. So
I have it
will.
up virtually, but
Oh, all right.
I got your first song. It's all
Oh,
set.
okay. Stormy weather. We've had stormy weather, but the song is about rain, not snow. Now, tell me, are we going to get rain this weekend or snow this weekend?
I don't even think. I think
I heard showers Thursday, snow
Friday.
showers Friday.
Yeah.
For Friday, and then it's Saturday. It says
I don't even think they.
Hey,
snow
how about-
with brief sleet.
How about the blizzard that was a dud here in the western Massachusetts?
God, it
But
was
not quite a dud out in the eastern Massachusetts.
No,
my God.
not at all.
3
Oh
feet.
my God, yeah.
They got hammered.
Did
Good for them.
my friends Ethel and Peter on the Cape? I've been emailing them trying to figure out whether they were hammered or not. Do you know? Maybe they were hammered if they were.
Depending on where they
I think
were.
they got 12. The Cape and the islands got like about a foot.
Oh, okay. Well, that's an awful lot of snow. Yeah, yeah,
I'd rather see them get it than us.
yeah. No, well,
But we're due at some point in time to get a good storm.
yeah. We haven't had a good storm in a long while. Not that you want a good. I mean, I enjoy snow. I really love snow. I love to sit there. I love to read. Don't sit next to me and ask me questions. But I love to look out the window. What is Jake?
Is that what you do to me all day? On Tuesdays?
No, I always try to bring you into the conversation.
Next week, I'm bringing a book.
Oh, I'll give you one here. Oh, yeah. Read all about cannabis. I got. Hey, it's what a changed society. I got this in the mail a couple of weeks ago. CRQ. Have you got your CRQ?
No.
It was in with the Westfield News, and it's
What's CRQ, Bob?
it's
What
a
does it
whole
stand for?
magazine about it's the Cannabis Review Quarterly. Yeah, how one writer quit cigarettes with cannabis. Right?
This is what happens after you read the magazine and then start consuming cannabis.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For the love of weed.
For the love of weed.
Then
Avoid.
you go to the Taco Bell.
Yeah. Avoid the afternoon slump.
I have.
Oh, in the middle of your day at work, tell your boss you're just going out for a nice little hit of that. What do you call it? Blunt or joint? I don't know. You know what they call it now.
They still call it the same thing.
It's called cannabis cigarette.
Oh, all right. So look,
The wacky weed.
Total. Oh, and you might know that Steve Van Zandt is right there. A whole article on Steve Van Zandt. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Steve Van Zandt in a magazine about weed?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. He started his own. He's got his own brand now. Do you believe it?
Well, do I believe it? Absolutely not.
All right. Okay.
None of those guys smoked weed, Bob.
Oh,
Come on now.
Not who is this guy? This is the guy that quit cigarettes with cannabis. I wonder if he's smoking cannabis. I wonder how much.
I would think smoking your lungs is smoking your lungs. but
I
no.
was going to say the same thing. Oh, here's a recipe for infused Munster cookies. You can make them. Holy mother. Oh, here's a woman. You can't see this. It's a woman with her in the middle of the afternoon. This is her afternoon slump. Oh my God. Oh God. I just think I'm gonna go out. Hey, let me just roll. Would you roll me a joint? I'll be right back. Go out. Then they're. Oh, never mind.
Doesn't it put people to sleep? Isn't that?
Yeah. It's I
if
think
you have
so.
a slump, why are you smoking weed? Wouldn't it make you more mellow and more relaxed?
Yeah,
and-
I don't know. All I know is that times have changed. Can you imagine our parents reading this? At any rate, but it's CBD Day in America. CBD. What does CBD stand for? Oh, there's
What
a
is-
baby. What's that? A flight?
We're there. Better tell those guys to be quiet.
Hey, you
Hey,
guys,
man, it's
be
the
quiet,
cops.
man. We're almost at the ticket thing.
Oh my God!
Hey, shut up, you guys. Hey, man, shut up. Here comes the
Hey, man,
dude.
be quiet. Here he comes. Hi.
How many tonight?
Oh, how many tickets? Well, they're just me and him. We're just here together, and I mean, like we're not together, you know, like that way. Like I mean, we're gonna meet some girls inside, man. You know, like pick them up, you know.
Oh my God! Is that Cheech and Chong?
That's Cheech and Chong. Yeah, Yeah,
Holy
man.
gosh, help it. All right. So
That whole
we're-
movie they were high as
now,
a kite.
so let's get back to Lena Horne and Stormy
Yes,
Weather.
how we got your CBD on stormy weather.
This is from her Broadway show. I saw it, and it's a strange kind of story. It was at the Nederlander Theater, and I didn't have a lot of money, so I was in the second balcony or whatever, and I was in the last row of the second balcony, and a woman, while she was singing, seemed to have a heart attack next to me. And, of course, I'm at a Broadway show, so I'm not going to talk to the person sitting next to me, of course, because I'm antisocial. I had the program.
You had
to
a
read.
program
I-
book
a
to read?
program to read. So they managed to come in and take her out nobody even saw it. But it was really sort of disheartening to have somebody have a heart attack right beside you. Oh, it was really awful. So when I think of Lena Horne, I always think of that poor woman, and I wish her well. Yeah. So here's Lena Horne, Stormy Weather, her big hit.
Don't know why there's no sun up in the sky, stormy weather, since my man and I ain't together. Keeps raining all the time. My life is bare, gloom and misery everywhere, stormy weather. Just can't get my poor self together. I'm weary all the time, so weary all the time. Since he went away, the blues walked in and met me. If he stays away, old rocking chair will get me. All I do is pray the Lord above will let me walk in the sun once more. Can't go on. Everything I had is gone. Stormy weather, since my man and I ain't together. Keeps raining all the time. Keeps raining all the time.
Support for community radio on WSKB provided by Westfield Electroplating. Employing over 140 skilled platers, painters, and technicians, Westfield Electroplating was founded in 1946 and was the first company in the country to achieve National Aerospace and Defense Contractor Program accreditation, proudly maintaining that status for over a decade. Westfield Electroplating provides over 50 quality finishes to meet your corrosion, cosmetic, or performance needs. On the web at www.westfieldplating.com or 413-568-3716. Westfield Electroplating, putting the finishing touches on technology.
This is Ken Stomsky from Ken's Den on WCPC 15 and 89.5 FM, Tuesdays 8 to 10.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Wow, it is Tuesday morning indeed, February 1st, 2022.
You're rather animated in there, Bob, during the break. What's up?
Oh, we were having a good conversation.
I know. I could see that.
I don't know. It was really pleasant. I can't remember what the hell we were talking about. But hey, tomorrow is Groundhog Day. So what's the guy's name? What's the
Punxsutawney Phil.
Punxsutawney
Phil. And if he sees his shadow, what happens?
6 more weeks of winter.
Yeah, he gets scared and goes back into his his rabbit hole.
As I say every year, tomorrow is my sister's birthday. Okay, so she's how old tomorrow? She is 69 tomorrow, 69 years old. And if she wakes up and sees her shadow, she's got. I don't know what.
Does she listen, Bob? Is she listening to the show?
No, she doesn't. She better not listen because you know how much. You know the Plus saga. We're still. Oh God, that house. At any rate, so hey, let's not talk about me any longer.
Let's talk about you. So what's going on with you, Bob?
I'm wearing my penguin socks today. Yeah.
The penguins.
Socks. See the penguin socks. You know why? Tell me.
I know why. Because of the penguin plunge.
Yeah.
Yes, it was supposed to.
We've been talking about the penguin plunge ad nauseum for months.
Yes.
But the weather.
The weather did us in.
Yeah.
For the first time first time in 18 years.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah. And a lot of it was concern for safety for everybody.
Oh.
The safety personnel, when I had a meeting with them and talked, a lot of the firemen were concerned about the visibility in the water, to see somebody who was in the water if there's blowing snow and the wind.
Oh,
would have been.
I see. Oh, of course.
And it was a good call. It was a good call, even to get people on the street, because I tell you, I went into work at I left my house at 2 to get to Springfield for 3:30, and the roads were horrendous.
Oh, were they? Oh.
They were at that time. They were just terrible. So, and the safety for people being on the road, was not good.
Oh man!
And that and that's what it's all about. It's all being safe. So, we ended up postponing it till this Saturday, the 5th.
Wow!
At Hampton Ponds, the weather is looking good, according to. According to what I have here, it says it's supposed to be about 25 degrees and sunny.
Oh, okay. Let's see what I have over on my weather forecast here. It's coming up 10 days. Saturday. Okay, Thursday, rain. Sunday, Friday, snow with brief sleet that goes right until, well, it ends at 11 p.m. at night.
Yes.
Supposedly.
I'll still be working.
So, yeah, sunny.
7 to 7.
25. Oh, so what do you have, Peter?
I'm working at Mall Hook 7 to 7 on Saturday.
Oh, God. So you're not going to be able to plunge.
Nope.
No.
I won't even be able to cover the plunge. You need to borrow a camera, Rick? Can somebody just throw it up and start it?
Probably.
Yeah. Hey, well, Rick, are you still collecting money? And how
yes, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still collecting
funds. Did you meet Chuck Kelly of Webster?
I haven't.
I gave to both of you.
I haven't seen what his total is yet, but we kind of keep that.
I gave you $5 more.
Good.
For because you're Big Poppy to me, my personal assistant. Yeah.
Anybody who would still like to give can find me on Facebook. I'll be posting that all day, or you can go to.
There you go, Rick.
Amelia Parks Museums.
Look at you, got it.
I'm better than Pagluca. That's a $5.
Oh.
Can go on to ameliaparkmuseum.org, and there's a button right there to go to the Penguin Plunge, and you can donate right on there to them.
And if they want to see it, tell everybody again where they're going.
To Hampton Ponds State Park on Saturday, and we jump exactly at 1 o'clock. We hit the water, so come up about noontime, enjoy the festivities. We've got JPEG, our very own JPEG Luca playing music, and we've got chili.
That's good.
There's fire department chili.
The fire department chili, yeah. And I heard there's going to be I heard there might be a guest appearance by Pete the Penguin.
Pete the Penguin.
Yeah. So,
good. I'm glad you didn't ask me. I always get asked to wear those damn costumes. Does Pete the Penguin plunge?
No, Pete the Penguin does not plunge.
That would ruin the costume.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Pete the Penguin. What costume are you wearing, Ricardo, Big Poppy, personal assistant here?
What I'd always wear is kind of my, my Hawaiian shirt and loud and obnoxious whatever's in my closet I find that's loud and obnoxious and going.
Now I got a question.
Why did you buy that?
Is Don retired now from plunging?
Yes, he is.
He's
Don?
not retiring any more suits. He has no more suits to retire.
No, he is. He had finally had he had smartened up and
he got an epiphany.
Right.
This doesn't have to happen.
Yes, I haven't smartened up yet, and I'm still doing it. So
yeah. Well, you know,
and this will be my 17th time doing it. So
unbelievable. So how old when you first started doing this?
Oh, geez, let's see.
30 years old.
30 years old. That's let's see.
18. I don't know.
It's tough to do the math. I'm 53.
Yeah, 18, 30. Yeah, somewhere in your 30s.
Yeah.
When you were a mere
You're crazy.
whippersnapper.
Yeah, I'm a little nuts, but yeah. And I was tricked into doing it for the first year. So
how does someone get tricked into plunging? Just step out into that hole on the ice there.
Well,
Would you mind just? I want another picture. Step back.
Well, I was working for the Westfield News at the time.
Yeah.
And we were all sitting in a meeting, and they were a major sponsor of the event. And so they wanted somebody to represent the paper to do it. So in the meeting, I said, okay, I tell you what, I will do it as long as we raise X amount of dollars. And we're like a week out from the event.
Oh, okay.
Thinking to myself,
you thought I'm safe.
Yes, I've got this. There's no way they're going to raise that much money.
Yeah.
Carol Mazza, God rest her soul, the editor, a wonderful woman, slides a check across the table to me, and I went, ow.
And your life was ruined. 18 years later, you still...
So I said, well, I said I would do it, and in fact, that's where this came from. This
first
month.
year. That's the
second year. 2006.
Wild. Hey, would you like my socks? I can give you my penguin socks if you like.
I have penguin socks.
Oh, all right. Oh, of course he does.
I have penguin socks. I have penguin pants.
Hey, I got a question for both of you. This was bothering me at 4 o'clock in the morning the other night. All right. After I made I found out that today is Baked Alaska Day. Okay. And I was thinking of Baked Alaska. Tell me about Baked Alaska, what you guys know. Peter, do you have any idea? Baked Alaska?
It's a dessert that was started in the United States and the continental U.S. It's not really about Alaska. It's some kind of half burnished thing with like a torch.
Yeah,
it's burned with a torch.
It's like an ice cream. It's like an ice cream base with a meringue top on it that they
burnish.
They cook the meringue.
Do you put it to? You torch it. You don't put it in an oven.
No, you just do a quick.
It's not baked.
Burnish, right?
Then
no.
The only baked is the crust you make with almost like a brulee.
All right.
You brulee the meringue.
After you have this, it's after your afternoon blunt that you're baked.
My afternoon slump followed by the blunt. Yeah. Okay. So I started thinking about how to make it, and I couldn't remember the name meringue. Okay, it's like garden hose. I couldn't remember meringue. I didn't get excited about it, but I said there is something that it's in a jar, and I use to make fluffernutters. Do you know what a fluffernutter is?
I'm from New England. Of course I do.
It's called fluff.
Yeah, it's marshmallow fluff.
Is marshmallow fluff called marshmallow fluff?
Yes, Bob. That's the brand.
Yeah, that's
name.
what fluff is. Yes.
Because I could picture it's sort of like a mayonnaise jar, a blue.
Right.
It had a blue label.
Blue and white label. Yeah.
I could not remember the words, and I thought
Boy, you saying it comes in like a mayonnaise jar? You're showing your age, Bob, because I don't even know if they put it in a mayonnaise jar anymore. Doesn't it come in like a plastic thing now?
Yeah, it's in a plastic tub.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
although the plastic tub some of them look like a mayonnaise jar.
Oh, okay. So yesterday I came up with the idea that it was called a marshmallow. A marshmallow. And then I thought, is that what's on Baked Alaska is marshmallow?
No, it's a meringue.
A meringue, and that's made with egg whites or something, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so Peter, this marshmallow fluff, is that what it's called?
Yes.
I go to the store, and in a bottle is marshmallow fluff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's in the same area you'd find the peanut butter and jelly. And
what exactly is marshmallow fluff?
It's marshmallow.
It's marshmallows that have been fluffed.
Yeah, basically, it's the smaller, it's like a not congealed version of a marshmallow.
So you could probably use it for a baked Alaska if you were going to make a baked
Well,
Alaska.
it's the topping on a baked Alaska is meringue.
Oh, well,
which is egg whites.
All right. All right.
There you go, Bob.
There it is.
There you go.
Oh,
the marshmallow
my
fluff.
God. Look at this.
And they have a strawberry fluff now, too.
Look at that. Who makes it? What company?
I don't know. Yeah.
Or is it the fluff company? It's only 40.
Made
Durkee.
by Durkee Mower, Lynn, Mass.
Yeah, look at that. Corn syrup first, sugar,
egg
whites, and vanilla.
That's it. You can make your own.
And it's produced in a nut-free facility
In Lynn, Mass. So it is. It's a Massachusetts. Fluffernutters are a Mass thing. So it's
tell everybody what I love.
Fluffernutter is
I haven't had a
peanut butter. And
when was the last time you had a fluffernutter?
Oh, it's been a while.
Bob, you can get a 7.5 ounce pack for $4.50, or a dozen of them for $24.99. You could have all the
bargain
fluff sandwiches you want.
Oh my God! Honest to God, and it is. I thought that fluff was made of like fake stuff, but it's not. It's made of eggs and something keeps it alive in that jar, keeps it fluffy in the jar.
It just it's like shelf stable.
It's like a whipped, yeah.
Yeah. What was the ingredients? I know there was sugar, corn syrup. It said, or corn sugar.
Yeah, corn syrup.
Corn syrup.
Yeah, corn syrup and vanilla. I saw.
Yeah.
There you go.
And
egg
whites.
Why?
Corn syrup, sugar, egg whites. And
look at it. Does
vanilla.
not have anything that is going to kill you.
No.
Right.
No.
That's
unless
correct.
you're allergic to sugar
or eggs.
Or
and it
eggs.
is 42 tablespoons is the serving size, 40 calories.
Wow.
And actually, that's quite a bit of fluffernutter. 2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons. Well, no. If you're putting it on a sandwich, a fluffernutter for folks in Wisconsin.
No fat, though. You see that?
Oh, my God, it's great. Peanut butter.
A lot of sugar.
And fluff.
And fluff.
Yeah.
Peanut butter and fluff.
Yeah. And that's it's a fluffernutter.
According to this, there you go. There's the fluffernutter sandwich.
Yes, it's a
typical.
New
Can
England
you
thing.
make
Rice Krispie treats?
Oh yeah, you make it with a Rice Krispie treat.
you
Yeah,
can
sure.
use that to make instead of marshmallows.
Apparently, you can also make fudge from it. There you go. Never fail fudge.
Oh, okay. Could you make a baked Alaska? Visit us at marshmallowfluff.com.
I'm sure you could brulee the topping and make it.
I don't think it would hold up though. It wouldn't like stand like
Yeah,
meringue
it doesn't
does.
have stiff peaks.
Oh,
Yes.
all right. It also says do not microwave. So,
That's the container
the container. All right.
because it's plastic.
All right. Good. Hey, I
Asking you shall receive, Bob.
I love it. I love it. Have you ever heard of the Tiny Desk concerts, you guys?
Yes, NPR.
And when are they, Peter? Tell everyone.
I don't know. I just know that you played a lot of them, and I've gone and sought out some of them on my own.
Tiny Desk Dance. They have concerts in the office of the NPR that does the music. Okay, and they bring in the whole band, and they sit behind a little desk or whatever, and they have these informal 20-minute concerts. They're really something, and they have everybody comes in and does it. The cast of Hadestown was there. The cast of Hamilton. Name somebody famous that was there. Bangles. The Bangles were there.
Really?
Yeah. And recently, or maybe not recently, I don't know. Coldplay was there, and Coldplay. Do you like Coldplay? They're really Peter Martin. Is it Peter Martin? Something Martin. Chris Martin.
Yeah.
Chris Martin.
I'm sure there is a Peter Martin somewhere out
Well,
there.
he is. He lives here in Westfield. I was at a board of Peter Martin, yeah. No, Chris Martin is the person. He was married to, I think, Gwyneth Paltrow for a time. But at any rate, this, if you go online, it's a really great concert. Coldplay. And this is one of the songs they sang. This is from the Tiny Desk concert that they did 1999. It's a cover by the great Black
Song by
American
Prince.
Yeah, it's really good. So let's listen to this. You come in at 10:29 and you leave at 1341. There's 20 minutes of the concert, so you'll hear this at Tiny Desk concerts.
This morning could have sworn it was Judgment Day. The sky was all purple, there were people running everywhere. Oh yeah, trying to run from my destruction, you know I didn't even care. They say 2000 body over, whoops, out of time. Tonight I'm gonna party like it's 1999. 1999. I was dreaming when I wrote this, so sue me if I go too fast. Cause if life is just a party, cause parties were meant to last. War is all around us, my mind says prepare to fight. Oh. So if I gotta die, I'm gonna listen to my body tonight. Say 2000 party over, whoops, out of time. So tonight I'm gonna party like it's 1999. 1999. If you didn't come to party, the one knocking at my door. I got a lion in my pocket, and baby he's ready to roar. Everybody's got a problem, and all die any day. But before I let that happen, I'll dance my life away. They say 2000 party over, out of time. So tonight I'm gonna party like it's 1999. 1999. What do we say? We say party.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
I'm Mark Auerbach. Join me every Friday at 8 a.m. for ArtSpeed, where you'll meet interesting actors, directors, designers, and musicians here in Western New England.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Wow, it is Tuesday morning. It is February 1st, 2022. January has flown by.
Yes, and it's colder. It's colder now than when I came in.
Is it colder now?
It's dropped 2
yeah,
degrees.
It's going to drop a little bit, yeah.
It's 5 degrees out there with clear skies. It's going to be mostly cloudy, but
oh my God!
Yeah.
It's
gonna be a high of 34 today.
Oh, Bob, I have the definition, by the way, for fluff.
Okay, yeah.
Marshmallow cream, also called marshmallow fluff, marshmallow stuff, or marshmallow spread, is a marshmallow confectionery spread similar in flavor but not texture to regular solid marshmallow. One brand of marshmallow is Marshmallow Fluff, which is used to make the Fluffer Nutter sandwich, a New England classic comfort food, which debuted in 1918 in Massachusetts, just a year after marshmallow cream was invented.
Wow. Well, it still doesn't answer the question whether if you made a baked Alaska. See, this is my idea of a baked Alaska. You take a container of a half gallon of Neapolitan ice cream. You know what Neapolitan ice cream is?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, it's vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry.
You are right. Yeah. And then you cover it with meringue.
Yep. But you got a base, you either got a sponge cake or some sort of cake on the bottom.
Oh, is there cake on the
Yep.
bottom?
Yep.
Oh, I had no idea. I just thought it. Okay. So cake, ice cream, and then you meringue it, and then you have to buy a torch. How if you didn't have a torch on hand, how do you get that that texture or whatever? The brown. How would you brown a baked Alaska without a torch?
You really can't.
You can't. Yeah, you can't.
You can. So you need a torch.
Right. And the only time that I've had it was on a cruise ship, and they actually did it right at tableside.
Oh, probably. Oh, yeah. So they covered it with kind of like.
They did it with the meringue, and then they came out with the torch and actually browned it right in front of you.
Oh, there! Look at this
at the table.
Oh my God! The Food Network tells us how to do it. The picture comes in and it goes there.
Yep.
I'm trying to get it to play the video, but apparently it won't do it.
Yeah.
It keeps coming and going, but
who would have ever?
Look at this. See, this is the cake recipe.
Yeah. And some of them that I've seen, you
have to make an ice cream cake.
Well,
so
get
you're
down
making
to the
an
part
ice cream cake.
Okay, so get down to the part about the torch. Maybe they'll tell you something else. Maybe you can use a couple of matches.
It uses egg whites of cream of tartar, so it's a similar ingredient for the meringue.
Okay, but then how do you? Okay, reheat the oven. Is that right? Look,
preheat the oven to 500 degrees.
Oh, that's true. They're doing it in the oven.
But you have to super freeze. You have to freeze everything else. Yeah.
Right.
And how long do you leave it in the 500-degree oven?
4 minutes. Or brown the meringue with a blowtorch.
The meringue?
Yeah,
that's a dance.
Meringue.
That's a meringue. I was just going to say it.
Is it the meringue or the cha-cha?
Yeah, yeah. That's so okay. So this is change your password day. Do you have a different password for every item on your, every application?
Pretty much so.
You do.
Yeah, they're variants of.
It's a variant of a.
Yeah, one is like Omicron. One is.
Really? Yeah. Oh, really?
Sorry.
So you change? No, you change it up.
Well, a lot of them now are forcing you to change it
or dual authenticate.
Yeah, or they're having you do multiple variants. One of the worst ones is like my big Y one. It's like the most secure password I think I have of all my passwords. It's asking you. It's got to be 8 to 12 letters long with one capital letter, one number, and one symbol.
Right.
And it's like half the time I can't remember it because what symbol did I use?
No. Okay. So here's what you do. You come up with the ending of it. Okay. So let's come up with. I'm going to do one for you. 12 hashtag B. No, 12 hashtag small a berry 1.
All right, where's the capital letter?
Oh, okay. So you
have to have a capital letter and a number and a hashtag.
So, okay, the hashtag will
So Rick's going to change all his passwords. That's his new password.
Yeah.
Everybody got that written down?
Yeah, really. The capital for your first, you could capitalize the first letter in your name. So it would be hashtag 12, small a, then Rick, and then Barry would be a capital B, just the capital B, and then 1 at the end. Okay,
you're confusing me.
Wait, Bob, you know what I do?
No. Wait a minute. I got to.
Mine are really
that's
secure.
The formula. Then you put what it's going to remind you of. Like for instance, if you were today, you might put marshmallow or fluff at the beginning of that. So you start it with fluff, hashtag 13, what did I say? B, 13 small a, Barry, capital B, Rick Barry.
Hey, Bob, you want to see what I do?
Yeah, go ahead.
I take this, I go to this webkey.com, right?
Yeah.
And I enter Rick Barry. And then I generate keys, and there are all the keys. So I can generate a key. It's an actual random nonsense. So you see down here the keys?
No, we're not seeing anything.
Oh, that's right. I got to transition over.
There we go.
All right. Okay. So what's the name of the website?
Webkey.com.
Webkey, not
yeah, it's from the old
WEP.
what you used to use for Wi-Fi when they first started. WEP was an authentication. Yeah,
okay.
Authentication. And so you could type in anything. I could type in "I suck," and it'll generate keys, and the numbers change. So you generate keys.
Okay.
For what are the keys for though?
It just generates. It generates a WEP key, which used to be the way you'd authenticate for Wi-Fi way back in the beginning.
But
they're random based upon a string. So look at that.
Wow, wowee.
So that's 20-something characters that are completely
random.
Well,
you know what? I'm never going to.
But how are you going to remember all of them?
I put them on a spreadsheet. I have a spreadsheet of passwords.
Well, there was
because you can't remember them all.
At one time, when I had a certain cable company's Wi-Fi, at one point they had a program that held all your passwords secure.
Your password vault, yeah. Norton makes one of those.
Norton, they actually can we say Xfinity?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, well, Xfinity had that on their thing as part of their package. They had the
Norton
the Norton Vault or whatever they called it.
They had the full Norton suite.
Vault.
And basically
Antivirus suite.
so basically you only needed one password and it got you into your thing. So basically it held your passwords for each one of your accounts. In the vault.
Oh, interesting.
And it was the best thing. It was the best thing in the world. And all you had to do was go in and all you had to go into your one login and find. All right, say your Bank of America account. Click on the Bank of America account, and it would log you in.
Now, my computer says to me when I put in a password, "Do you want me to save this for future use?"
Don't ever.
Oh,
right,
really?
Pete? Right, Pete?
What?
When you enter your password into the thing and it asks you to save your password does it want you to remember your password for the next time?
Depending on the site, I usually save it in my browser.
Do you? I don't ever.
Google's pretty secure on the browser passwords.
Because somebody could hack in and then get it.
Yep.
Well, because I dual authenticate to get into Google, so you can't sign into a browser unless my phone approves it. So, and I get a notification if somebody tries to sign in under me.
I got it. My password has like 14 or 15 letters, depending on. But I use a code.
Yeah.
In other words, I've developed a code very similar to your code, which everybody want to take their pencil out is. It is hashtag 12 small a.
You're really not
Rick,
telling everybody.
Capital B ARRY 1. See, I've got that. And then you plug in something at the beginning.
That's going to be like, oh my God, he's telling everybody.
Yeah.
Seriously?
That's exactly right. Yeah. At any rate. Hey, everyone, I'm still watching that country music series by Rick Burns. Ken Burns. That's really great. Ken Burns. Rick is his brother. Did you know that?
No.
After all these years of calling Rick Burns, it turns out he has a brother who also, I think, does documentaries. But at any rate, I digress. Ken Burns' documentary on country music is so great. I'm up to 7 out of 10. And I thought I'd play this because it's Dolly Parton's version of the song she wrote, I Will Always Love You, that Whitney Houston, made famous, and I Will Always Love You.
Yeah.
Okay. The reason why she wrote it is it's a great story. She was on this show. She had signed a contract early on in her career with the famous Porter Wagner, who was a country western superstar, all right? And he had a TV show. Apparently it was in Nashville or someplace. She was considered like one of the girl singer on the show. All right, the woman singer on the show. She wanted to get out of the contract, but she couldn't. And she had signed a contract for 5 years and somehow ended up going 2 more. And so in the 7th year, she couldn't figure out how to stop. And they would argue, Porter, Wagner, and she. It was this kind of back and forth relationship, boss with the up-and-coming beautiful singer. So she wrote a song to say to him, hey, I'm leaving. And that's it. And the song was, and I will always love you. So if you listen to the words of the song, the woman is leaving, and but she will always love you. And when he heard the song, he let her go out of the contract. Believe it or not.
So wasn't that actually very fitting for the movie then?
Oh, I don't know. I never saw
movie,
that movie.
You never saw the movie The Bodyguard?
No. I didn't see. They made a remake of it as well, didn't they? The Bodyguard 2 or Son of Bodyguard? I don't.
Because she left because she died in the movie, right, Pete?
Oh, it's Love Story revisited. I had no idea.
I've never seen that movie.
The Bodyguard?
You mean she sang it on her deathbed? Now that's a little maudlin.
No, it wasn't. Well, she wasn't singing on her deathbed.
And I will always.
If I can remember, if I'm remembering the movie right, it was.
Yeah, well, you remember everything right. So, but this, instead of Whitney Houston making it big and all of that, this is a really sweet version. This is Dolly Parton. I will always love you. And then we are hopefully going to have Kathy Bradford on.
She's waiting in the bullpen.
Oh, she's in the bullpen. I had no idea. Okay, great.
You don't pay attention.
All right. And I will always love you.
If I should stay, I would only be in your way, so I'll go. But I know I'll think of you each step of the way. Bittersweet memories, that's all I am taking with me. Goodbye, please don't cry. We both know that I'm not what you need. Life treats you kind, and I hope that you have all that you ever dreamed of, and I wish you joy and happiness. But above all of this, I wish you love.
Support for community radio on WSKB is provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. On the web at bettsplumbing.com or at 14 Coleman Avenue in Westfield.
Join us every Thursday morning
From 6 until at least 7:30.
Check out the Bobby G and Company Show.
Right here on WSKB 89.5.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Wow, it is Tuesday morning. It is February 1st, 2022 and counting. Who could believe it, huh? And my name is Bob Plass of the Westfield on Weekend Show, and we've got my super sidekick here, Big Poppy. Rick Berry is in for Jay Pagulka permanently, apparently. Jay is out on the road, and we've got Peter Coles behind the board over there. And on the screen right now, we have one of my favorite people, Kathy Bradford. Kathy is the director of WOW's Creative Arts Center at 105 Elm Street. But she's also a longtime supporter of community and has been a colleague of mine for God knows how many years. We've been around, right? How long have we known one another, Kathy?
Wow, I mean, a long time, Bob.
It's got to be like,
sure.
I think it's got to be about 20 years or so, because I remember, this is Rick Berry, who, do you know one another at all?
Hi there. Good morning.
Hi, I think so.
Yeah. Rick is a bartender. You might know him as a bartender but he has all kinds of other things. The Volleyball Hall of Fame Board of Director, the Children's Museum Board of Director.
Yeah.
And you can find him some nights down at the White Oak Brewery.
The White Lion Brewing in
White Lion Brewery. Have you ever been there, Kath?
Not to the new brewery, but we've been at events.
Yes.
Yeah, well, White Lion. So go in and sit at the bar. Don't bring a book, because Rick won't talk to you if you've got a book. And you'll meet him in person at the White Lion Brewery.
Excellent.
Yeah, but Kath, we work together in development, raising money for the university. You're also an alumni at the university, right? Residents at the university. Anything else you did up there that I don't know about?
Orientation, advisor, lots of things.
Yeah.
I was there 8.5 years.
Yeah, and she also, you get this, she has a wonderful program where she brings people to foreign countries or New Orleans to build houses, etc.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nicaragua. Yeah. Where's the next one you're going to?
Well, right now we can't go back to Nicaragua. They're one of the countries that doesn't count COVID yet.
Oh.
I think we're probably heading for some other Latin American country or Rome.
Oh, gosh. Oh, some other Latin American. Or Rome. Okay. Really.
Well, we won't build in Rome. Maybe work with an orphanage.
Oh, wonderful.
There you go.
Wonderful.
Nice.
But Kathy is here for lots of reasons, but what's your connection with me? You looked at me after you called me or something. How did we How did we reconnect after I left the advancement office of Westfield State?
Well, we connected originally because of Lisa McMahon, our dear friend who works in advancement, and more importantly, WOW. I was involved a long time ago. And then due to working and having a child and all those things, I took a little break from it. And now in retirement, I thought I need to give back to the community. So how can I get involved with WOW? So I think it might have been the grocery store where we said, you need to connect and you need to be back in WOW. And so I've been here ever since, about a year now.
Yeah, and what are you doing? What did I find? What job did I find for you that
You found a great job for me. I'm working as the director of the Creative Arts Center, which interestingly enough is an incredible part. It's one of the 3 parts of WOW, education, community relations, and fundraising. And I'm involved in the educational side of it. Work center at 105 Elm Street, and we do a lot of classes, activities, events for children, and I think Bob and I we're going to talk about those.
Yeah, we are. We you know, you've been down to our center down there?
Yes, I have.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's right across from the Westfield Gas and Electric Company.
In the Renova building.
And the Renova building was formerly the YMCA.
The original YMCA in Westfield.
Yeah. Did you go there, Rick?
No.
As a kid?
It was it closed down just after I was able to go there.
Oh,
I'm not that old, Bob.
All right. I don't know. They actually, if you go down, Kathleen, in the Kathy, in the basement, there are showers and everything that are still there. We're stored.
Wow.
Yeah. You
Really?
go into some of those rooms and they're the shower and somebody told me that the top floor actually had a swimming pool on it. Now I have no idea.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I've never heard that. I don't know.
No. We got to
So
ask.
Was the whole building the Y?
The whole building was the YMCA.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, so
That's
it has
good.
a
I didn't know that.
real history down there. Yeah. So you began, and it's taken you a year because there's so much going on. It's still always evolving. And both Kathy and I had great discussions about what do you do with a storefront, a beautiful storefront, gallery space, and how do you bring it up to the 22nd, what century are we in? 21st century? 22nd century? What century are we in, Kath?
I think
I think it's 21st century. I believe we're still in the 21st century.
All right, okay, yeah.
Maybe the 20th.
Yeah, no, it's the 21st, yeah. I will never, ever see, until I come back as another person, the 22nd, unfortunately. I'm not going to be around
Your
for
last
the 22nd.
regeneration, Bob?
This is it. I'm a 21st century guy.
The Doctor Who reference right over Bob's head.
Oh. Did you get it, Kath?
No.
The Doctor. Would you
I didn't
repeat
get
the
it.
Doctor Who, both of you?
His 22nd regeneration, yes.
That I'm not a Doctor Who fan. So.
But you got it.
No.
You knew that was
No,
Doctor Who.
I did not know that was.
All right. I may or may not come back in the 22nd century. I don't know. I'll leave that up to the powers that be. Kath, you and I were talking about early on when you took on the job of what you'd like it to be. And tell everybody what the Westfield Creative Arts Center. I like to call it the WOW Center, but it's the WOW Creative Arts Center. Go ahead.
Well, interestingly enough, for me, coming from education, a long time up at the university, I felt very strongly that having the opportunity to learn, regardless of where you are or what you do, is important in our community. And so when I saw that you were already doing that with art classes and offered that position, I thought, well, this is something that I can expand on and grow. And so we can look at different ways of learning and also different topics of learning. So we have, of course, our classes that offer art and yoga and lots of things, but we also have programs where there's free music recitals. We have activities for children that are learning activities. And more importantly, we're about to kick off our community talk, our community talk events, which
we're calling it Community Talkabouts.
Yeah, talkabouts. I'm sorry, this is very early for me, Bob.
Oh, you're telling me? Kathy and I come from show business, and we,
Exactly.
yeah. This is like in the middle of the night for I don't know how they wrangled us into this. At any rate, so
Well, that's okay.
yeah. Go ahead.
But the thing that I love is the community talkabouts have the opportunity to talk about everything from climate control to racial discussions about what's going on in our community, who are the people in our community, what makes the tapestry of Westfield, and the kind of topics that they might want to share. It can be something as learning about someone's new holiday that we don't know much about, to finding out what you can do to keep our country going well with climate control. And so we're excited to offer community talkabouts. That's going to be our newest thing that we kick off in the spring. And we'll see how that goes, but we're looking forward to it.
Yeah. You mentioned that there are courses and classes. Now,
yes,
I always think of courses and classes as arts and crafts, but you also mentioned yoga.
Yes, I look at the center as sort of a well-rounded place to learn about yourself and the world that we live in. And so yoga for balance, cookie decorating for gift giving, art, macrame. We have a lot of things that we're planning to offer. And some of them are simple as quiet your mind. When you're looking for one of those days where it's been super crazy in your life and you just want to relax, we have a class called Quiet Your Mind, where you come in and you work on a artistic activity that you can bring home with you for those days when things get crazy. And so we're looking at a lot of different ways to bring the community together while teaching and learning.
Yes. How do you quiet your mind, Rick? Do you have any artistic mode that you quiet your mind with?
I tend to, when I need to do that, I tend to take a walk up at Stanley Park alone or with the dog, just to kind of get out into the backwoods, and I go walk the trails out in the back.
Oh. What about you, Kath?
It depends. I either do one of the activities at the center.
Yeah, right.
I play a game on my phone, which always is an interesting thing wherever I am. But lots of times I'll do a puzzle. I like puzzles.
Really? See, I like to take a book and go to a bar, sit at a bar. and in the first hour, we talked about that. That's a reference to the first hour. For you guys, they really get up early. At any rate. So
you are muted.
Yeah. Peter, what do you do in order to quiet your mind artistically?
Sometimes I'll go for a ride and just find places to take pictures.
Oh,
I love
photography.
taking photos.
Oh, yeah. You have a photography class, I think, or if you've had a photography class down there, Kathleen.
Yeah, we'll have it again in starting in April. We have it again with a fabulous photographer, and this year we're going to be taking photos indoor and outdoor. Over the winter, the photos were indoor photos, but we'll be exploring parts of the community to take photos.
Oh, wow. So,
at the end of that, there'll be a workshop on how to frame whatever photos you've taken, and that's open to the community too. You don't have to take the photography class to take the framing class. So a lot of things stand alone or together.
I see. February is I like to say, February is a Valentine of a month at the center, because we have something that everyone can find to love, right? You can find something to love. I didn't say find someone. Well, you could find someone to love at the center.
You never know. You might meet somebody there.
Yeah, well, who knows? We could have one of those dating nights at the center.
Speed dating?
Yeah, speed dating. Oh, wait. Remind me to tell you about my experience.
In speed dating? Oh,
speed
boy.
Dating. Yeah.
You know why they call it speed dating, right?
No, I don't. No.
Because everybody wants to get out of there quickly.
Oh, man, I left before it even began. That's how bad it was. At any rate, I got nervous. Hey, so Kath, you've got a really great February planned, right?
Yes. We're really excited, and it starts this week. In addition to our acrylics class, which is ongoing every Tuesday night, and you can sign up for that hop right in the middle of any session. We have one of the best things that we are offering now, our program of Up Close and Musical. In collaboration with the university, we are bringing just the very best students and faculty down into the community. They have given us a Steinway piano on loan to play, and we bring a recital up. It's from Beethoven to today's music, and we offer the opportunity for anyone who wants to come in to enjoy that music. But the best part of it is having an opportunity to talk to the musicians and find out what makes them tick. Why did they choose music? What do they like about the instrument they play or the music they sang? And an opportunity just to communicate and chat. And it's quite the series. We've been sold out, and I say sold out only by seats because it is a free program, Up Close and Musical series. Right. And our first one is is Friday of this week, February 4th. And then we will have
No. Is it February 11th? It's February 11th.
I'm so sorry, Bob. February 11th.
Yeah.
And then
you can come down there on Friday night, and I'll meet you, and I'll sing the score of Oklahoma if you like.
I'm busy that night.
Yeah.
I'm busy that night.
February 11th, Friday, February 11th.
February 11th, and then the 25th, we'll have chamber music. So two really wonderful programs that we'll be offering this month. And we have more upcoming programs in March and April. And so look for those too. And you can find everything that we offer on our website, which is westfieldonweekends.com.
Right. And we're also on Facebook as well, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the most up-to-date information, Facebook.
Yeah. The way to learn about things is, I guess, through the internet now.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the way. That's the social media now, or as I call it, anti-social media. But but that's the way information gets pushed around everywhere.
Yeah.
So.
And please tell your friends. Up Close and Musical last season, we had 3 great events, and what I loved was really discovering the personalities of college students, and also the idea that, wow, we have a incredible resource up at the university. They're really doing bang-up work and teaching these students how to play. And some of these kids have been playing like the cello since they were 4 years old. So, they're 20 and they're I was going to say, do you strum a cello? What do you do with a cello? You played cello, Kathleen. You played it.
I did play cello. You use a bow or a pluck. And we had a cellist in the fall that was just magnificent.
Yes, yeah. And you get to know college kids in a different way. And also the faculty and students, the faculty rather, are really something else as well. And the chamber series it's a series, it's an event. February 25th features the faculty of Westfield State. And Scott Bailey, the great pianist, is putting it together. And I was looking at what they're planning, and I was about to write a release about it. It's just so incredible. So let's do this. Up Close and Musical takes place February 11th and February 23rd at the Renova. What did I say? February 23rd. Oh man, February 23rd.
Bobby, you really need to get prepared for interviews on the organizations that you run.
Exactly.
Please. Oh,
Glad you know what's going on there, Bob.
Yeah. You should.
That's why he is Kathy Bradford.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why I have Kathy right there. Yeah, that's exactly
thank
right.
God for you, Kathy.
Well, thank you, but that's why I have Bob too. We help each other. We're 2 different parts of the same circle when it comes to programming for the community.
Yeah.
Oh, Bob's creative. There's no doubt about that. When it comes to the brass tacks, forget it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
that's exactly right. Yeah.
So our on-staff historian has corrected us about the Renova building.
Oh, great.
Kathy Palmer.
Yes.
Our very own Kathy Palmer
Yes.
has said that the very first YMCA was not in the Renova building. It was across the street. It included a gym, a reading room, and a common room for exercising. So thank you very much, Kathy. I did not know that.
So, but the Renova was
At the YMCA at one time, yes.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
still on the next to the side door, there's still the mosaic.
logo, yeah.
The mosaic that says YMCA. I believe it's still there. Is it not?
Yeah, I think it is.
it's there.
Absolutely, it's still there. So, hey, Kath, I'm writing all kinds of things this week, and I wanted to. I think we're going to play. Why don't we play this? It's a song. I just saw Encanto the other night. Did you see Encanto?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So have you seen Encanto?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. It's on Disney Plus, and it is an animated film. Takes place in Colombia, of all places, right? Yeah, and it is really something else. It's an adult, we're both adult. Why did you choose to watch a cartoon? Or I don't think we call them cartoons anymore.
Animated feature.
Animated feature. Kath, why?
Well, the truth is that I have been a Disney person my whole life.
Yeah.
So I watch all of them, but really most recently, my all-time favorite is Mulan. If you haven't seen Coco, it's fantastic and also Latino-based and talks about the Day of the Dead. And with this edition about Encanto, it just, for me, Disney is doing what I love best, opening up the world to learning and diversity and bringing it to a place that people can learn about it.
Yeah, this is it takes place in South America, and it is about a magical house.
Yeah.
And the little girl in it. What's the woman's name? The little princess's name? Well, she's not a princess, but she's the leading character.
I don't know her name, but she was she's smart and
Was it Alma? But I'm not sure. Elsa. I think no. That's
Elsa. That's Frozen.
I
That's
got the wrong
she's our
feature.
snow princess.
Oh yeah. But she has brothers and sisters who have lots of skills, incredible magical skills. She has none, according to her, and she's so she is different, and it's her story, and it's just charming. Well, Lin-Manuel Miranda writes the music, and who would have guessed that this is number one? The number one soundtrack on Billboard is Encanto. All right, it kicked off. What's a big hit? A big musician today? I think.
Bob, just go to this song.
Oh yeah, no, okay, no, yeah. But the song is now on the list on Billboard charts. We don't talk about Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno. And who would have ever guessed a cartoon song sung by all of the characters in an animated feature becomes this big hit? Do you know we don't talk about Bruno? Rick, have you? No.
No,
Who's
I don't.
Bruno?
Who's Bruno?
Bruno was a character
in
the film. Yes.
Which film?
Encanto.
Encanto. Okay, I never see. I did not see the movie Encanto.
Disney.
No.
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So listen to this song. We don't talk about Bruno, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about Bruno, but we'll also talk about some very special children's activities coming up.
What if you didn't understand what you saw?
Then you better figure it out because it was coming for you.
We don't talk about Bruno, no. We don't talk about Bruno. But it was my wedding day.
It was our wedding day.
We were getting ready and there wasn't a cloud in the sky.
No clouds allowed in the sky.
Bruno walks in with a mischievous grin.
Thunder.
You're telling this story or am I?
I'm sorry, mi vida, go on.
Bruno says it looks like rain.
Why did he tell us?
In doing so, he floods my brain.
I will like the umbrella.
Married in a hurricane.
What a joyous day, but anyway,
we don't talk
sort of muttering and mumbling. I associate him with the sound of falling sand. It's a heavy lift with a gift so humbling. Always left up a lie in the family fumbling. Grappling with prophecies they couldn't understand. Do you understand?
7-foot frame, rocks along his back. When he calls your name, it all fades to black. Yeah, he sees your dreams and his song screams. We don't talk about Bruno, no, no, no. We don't talk about Bruno.
He told me my fish would die the next day. Dead.
No, no. He told me I'd grow a glass, and just like he said that all my hair would disappear. Now look at my hair.
Your fate is sealed when your prophecy is read.
He told me that the life of my dreams would be promised and someday be mine. He told me that my power would grow like the grapes that thrive on the vine.
Oye, Mariano's on his
He
way.
told me that the man of my dreams would be just out of reach, betrothed to another. It's like I hear him. Hey sis, I want not a sound out of you. I can hear him now.
Bruno.
Yeah, about that Bruno. I really need to know about Bruno. Give me the truth and the whole truth, Bruno.
Isabella, your boyfriend's here.
Time for the end. Take my word and take my
Someday he's back when he calls the
sound in the sky.
bells are loud in the sky.
He told me that my power was grown. You're telling this story or am I?
I'm sorry,
Somebody
maybe I
else
was
on
wrong.
his way.
What did you tell us? I wanna put the umbrella.
He's here.
Don't talk about Bruno.
Why did I talk about Bruno?
Not a word about Bruno.
Never should have brought up Bruno.
Underwriting for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Westfield, serving the youth of the Whip City and surrounding communities since 1969. For more information on the Great Futures Club for ages 3 to 5, happening weekdays, and the Club Teen Center for ages 11 and older, weekdays from 6:30 till 8 p.m., go online at bcgwestfield.org or visit the club at 28 West Silver Street. The Boys and Girls Club of Greater Westfield. Great futures start here.
Listen to me, Michael Buster McMahon, Mondays 8 to 10 a.m. to learn the stories behind your favorite songs. Or don't. I'm not the boss of you.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
Wow, it is Tuesday morning, February 1st, 2022, and counting. I'm here with my fabulous sidekick, Rick Berry. In the control booth is producer Pete Coles. Online, or actually right there on the screen if you're watching in Agawam and Southwick and Westfield, is Kathy Bradford, the director of Westfield Creative Arts Center, WOW's Westfield Creative Arts Center at 105 Elm Street, where there are all kinds of great things happening. And we also have another guest. And Kathy, would you like to introduce Alexandria to us, please?
Yes. Is she in our waiting room?
I think she is.
Okay.
Yeah, Peter.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, yeah. The host will bring her. There, we're coming on soon. Oh.
Hold on, we'll try it this way.
Well, there we
Whoops.
go. Look at.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wait a minute. I got.
Look at.
What the
I
heck's
just gotta
going on
change-
over there?
Wait a minute. I got to change boxes. Hold on.
All right.
Then I'll change you
There.
guys into the box here.
Oh,
Thank
there.
you.
uh,
We look
at
better off
this.
the box, though, right?
Oh, yeah. Alexandria Holbrook, tell us about
Hello.
Hi,
Oops.
Alex. If you're watching on television, Well, just
I'm working on
disregard that screen and just listen.
I'm working on it, Bob.
All right. Okay. Kathy, tell us all about Alex and how you
Sure.
met.
First and foremost, we were thinking that we needed to think about what our options are for children, and Bob had the opportunity to meet this fabulous Alexander Holbrook, who has a company, the Something Royal Party Company, who brings princesses to you and superheroes on occasion as well. But for us, Cupcakes, Cookies, and Community is our newest program for children, where we offer the opportunity for your child to meet a princess while they're learning something special. And so for New Year's, we had a Happy New Year, where we learned about the New Year's customs around the world. And so I'm going to turn it over to Alexandria, who will talk a little bit about our upcoming event on February 23rd.
Yeah.
Well,
Alex, you're great. Where are you from?
So I'm from Granville, Mass. That's where my company is based. I grew up in Vermont and moved down here, so I'm an all New England girl.
All New England. But you managed somewhere to squeeze in some learning, some education. And you went...
I did.
Yeah, where'd you go?
I went to Centenary University in New Jersey, and I have a BA in acting. I absolutely loved being down there. And now I'm back up home and absolutely love being able to have my own business and still be able to perform on the daily.
On the daily. Yeah, and you have a special talent because you and experience. You have had about 4 years or more than 4 years experience in the princess circuit. Explain what that is.
So it'll be 5 years in April, which is absolutely wild to me that it's been that long. But basically, when I was down in New Jersey, I worked for a lovely company down there and kind of got my feet wet. And when I first started there, I had no intentions of like moving on and doing my own thing. But as time went on, it was something that I really, really enjoyed. And moving up here, I was like, I got to keep going. I got to keep doing it. So I ended up making my own company, Something Royal. And it's been so rewarding to take what I've learned over those 5 years, really in all aspects of performing, costuming, wig work, like all of those things, and make it into my own. And this company is completely my baby, and I love it. And it's been a labor of love getting to build it and to work with you guys as well. It's been such a wonderful experience working with WOW and getting kind of a chance to have these kids experience all of these princess interactions, be it virtual or in person. I got to appear at Pumpkin Fest, which was absolutely phenomenal. The kids were amazing, and they were super excited to see Anna walking around. And on February 23rd, we are going to be having a royal tea with Belle, and that'll be absolutely amazing. It'll be my first, like, truly big in-person event since I started my company, so I'm very, very excited.
Yeah, we were really interested because we came up with this idea that indeed, if you had a party and you wanted to have somebody special there for children, what better than a princess, right? And what better, or a superhero or a wizard or whatever. And then, wow, I somehow or other, Alex magically drops into our lap. Yeah. And go ahead, Kath.
Sorry, Bob. I was going to say, I think the exciting thing about working with Alex right from the start is she's very talented. I watched both of her programs with the children on New Year's, and she's incredibly talented. She really embraces the character. But the exciting thing is something that she told me yesterday, and Alex, maybe you want to talk a little bit about the fact that you're developing your own characters now.
Yes,
a theme that children would like to see.
Absolutely. So I've been working on developing kind of my own original characters. I've done that in the past. I have a Christmas elf named Peppermint and a mermaid named Marina. But I wanted to kind of branch out and do more kind of popular themes that kids do for their parties. So I'm working currently on Patty the paleontologist. So
Patty the
kids who have dinosaur
paleontologist.
parties. Yeah.
Dinosaur
so-
parties. Oh my
That's
gosh.
gonna be great. Yeah, and also like a safari themed character. So those who have like a zoo party can have something as well. So it's a little more broad than just princesses, and it kind of goes on anybody's radar. Like it doesn't have to specifically be for like a boy or a girl's party. It can be for anybody.
Got it. If Rick, if you were going to have a party for a young person, like a young niece or nephew, is there one character that those kids would really appreciate?
Well, I was thinking just about one of my nieces who's really into dinosaurs, and the paleontologist would be kind of cool for her. That would be kind of neat, and I guess it's customized to what your kids are into.
Yeah, well,
Absolutely.
So right, you know, I mean, not all kids are into dinosaurs, and
Yeah.
And that's the
What
most
happens
fun
at these parties? Like when you have a children's party, you have to first keep their attention, number one.
Yes.
All right.
So
Yeah, go ahead.
usually the big thing is we have coronation. So for a princess party, these kiddos are becoming royalty for their special day. So they learn all about like how to be a prince or a princess, and then we have a big ceremony for the parents so they feel extra special. And then we celebrate however they want, be that with sing-alongs, dancing, games. I am a big proprietor of the kids get to choose. So I lay out their options and they pick how they want to celebrate.
Wild. And it's every party that you give in the home or online for kids, wherever they are, is specifically designed for that family, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I always ask the parents just general questions before I get to a party, and just so I can have like conversation starters with the kids. I can have kind of just a little basic knowledge about them so I know kind of what they enjoy and what to expect might go down at this party.
I see. So naturally, Kathy and I said, well, we'll tell you what kind of parties we'd like. We'd like parties where you are going to educate folks about the segments of our community. And we started to look at the number of princesses and superheroes that really fit into lanes that would help us to educate. And so we started talking with the Something Royal Party Company in Alexandria, and we really discovered that this is a tool. So then Alex, well, Kathy, doesn't she take it and run with it? I mean, like...
Oh, yeah. One of the best parts is that Alex is creative also in, not only is she creative in designing her princesses and doing the work with them, but she creates the entire plan itinerary for the event, which includes everything from songs and dances and music to a learning segment. And so in addition to learning about tea and the impact that it's had on the world, Belle's session will be about reading and why reading is fundamental and important. And so later in our program, in our series, we'll be having visits from some other princesses soon to be announced. But right now we're very excited about the one on February 23rd because it's during school break.
Oh, yes, it's on a Wednesday, and you have two different parties, including, well, we have to say that because it's a party and because it's called Cupcakes, Cookies, and Community, what do you think we have? Ricardo, you want to take a stab at it?
I'm thinking there might be cupcakes there.
There may be cupcakes.
And cookies. I like cookies.
Yeah. But
who doesn't like a good cookie? Come on.
Yeah. And a party, we have two different. It's hard to call them performances because they're interactions. They're interactive events. So we have one. And what are the times on February 23rd during vacation week?
Go ahead, Alex.
It'll be from 11 to 12 and then 12:30 to 1:30.
Right. And during that time, the kids are really enjoying being in a room with a really kind of smart and fun princess. Now, does every princess have a different voice?
Yes, they definitely do. Elsa is very low and very slow, whereas in comparison, her sister Anna is much higher and it's a lot of energy whenever she speaks. So it's a lot of fun kind of turning those voices on and off and kind of really getting into the character.
Yeah, yeah. The party on February 23rd, tell us how people can join the party. And Kath, maybe you should take that.
Sure. Again, right back to our website, Westfield on Weekends, in the section on our center, Creative Arts Center. We also affectionately call it CAC. But if you look at the center, you'll see things called classes and events, and you'll find our program. It is very easy to sign up. You can come with an adult and one child or an adult and 4 children. You just need to sign up. Seating is limited, so signing up soon is probably a really good idea. This is a popular program.
Right. It is a popular program, and we are thrilled that with a grant from the Massachusetts Cultural Council, the local program, Westfield Cultural Council, we are able to work with the Boys and Girls Club to make it possible for some families who may not have the ability to pay for an admission to come. So we are working with the Boys and Girls Club, and we're also working on a bigger event, a bigger series of parties that are with the Boys and Girls Club. And Alex, you sing as well. You've done a lot of musicals and Broadway or theater pieces. Tell us something about that. What's your favorite show?
Oh boy, I would honestly say my favorite show is the Roger and Hammerstein's version of Cinderella. I grew up watching the Brandy version that was on Wonderful World of Disney.
Remember this.
And it was absolutely amazing. And seeing it on Broadway when I was a senior in high school, that was the moment that I was like, I got to be a performer. Just the energy in that room. And it's one of my favorite memories. Just everybody in that room knew that the slipper was going to fit. But just to feel that just release of happiness when it did, that was like, I need to give that to somebody. That's why I'm a performer.
I recently watched a bootleg version of the most recent show. I don't know whether I'm supposed to watch bootleg. Am I supposed to watch bootleg musicals on YouTube? I don't know. I mean,
no, you're not supposed to. No, you shouldn't be doing that because, Bob, that's wrong, and it takes away from the artists making their money and stuff like that. So why would you want to do something like that?
Well, because I
was that sincere enough, everybody? Thank you.
My guilty conscience, always. But I watched the latest version with Fran Dresser, and one of the things I thought about Cinderella. You know the story from top to bottom, and yet it seems to, will she or won't she get the prince? It's just incredible, and I think that's a good way to begin a theater career with Cinderella. I think we all and look at you. You go to a Broadway show, you see Brandy's version, and now you're doing it yourself. Who's your favorite princess? Right at the moment.
Like to be or like to watch?
Oh, you could do both if you like.
Okay. Probably, well, I guess really it's kind of the same. My favorite's always been Anna from Frozen. Before that movie came out, Ariel always held a special place in my heart. And
yeah.
Ariel.
Love Anna.
Yes.
Ariel for Cinderella for me. Honest to God, I was always waiting for my prince to come or my ship to come in. Yeah. What about you, Kath? You said Mulan.
I love Mulan. Mulan is my character. I love her the most. Although Ariel has played a very large role in our life. I have a daughter. She's 32, and we watched Ariel probably every day of her first few years of life.
Now, when you play a mermaid, do you have a fin?
So when I do Ariel, I have a dress for her, so it's much more easier, like movement. And for the mermaids, I do have a fin that I can swim in with the kids in the pool. It's super fun, and honestly, it's great exercise for me, and it's super fun for the kids. So win-win situation.
Wow. We got to figure out. Maybe we'll do a poolside party sometime. That would be
Get
really
a big
great.
water tank, and I'll just sit in it.
Yeah.
I'll do a poolside interview with anybody, as long as it's, especially if we're jumping on a plane and heading to Florida right now.
That is very, very true. Alex, the important thing for us at Westfield on Weekends is that we really believe that the future of America is in our children, and teaching children all kinds of ways of celebrating similarities and differences, and you're helping us to do that. And I think out of all the events that I've created, or we've created, not me just alone, but this one is really special to me. So I'm really looking forward to it. I might even dress as a book reading wizard on that day for all you. Maybe I'll get a job with the Something Royal Party Company.
You could dress up like Gandalf. You need that.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings parties.
Yes, there you go.
Oh my God, I got a new business. Okay.
I don't know. The kids these days know about the Lord of the Rings.
Some do. And it's always so funny. Like, I'll ask kids like who their favorite princess is, as like I'm just chatting with them, and it's always my favorite thing when they say a princess who like isn't normally said. Like,
is it a Disney princess? You can say that. Is it a Disney princess? Yes.
And like, I've had one little girl once, I asked her, who's your favorite princess? And she told me Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. And just warmed my heart.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Who's the elfin princess? What was
Arwen?
Arwen, is that her name? Yes.
I
believe
think so. It's been
yes.
a very long time since I've seen those movies.
Would the Star Trek princess would be Princess Leia? I guess that would be a Star Trek person.
Star Wars.
No,
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Oh yeah, she was a princess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that it's a great way, a great entry, like even animated features that Disney did. Every one of them has a message, and so when we do cupcakes, cookies, and community, there's a message attached to it. And I want to just reiterate how to do it. So Kathy, how do you get to go to this wonderful party?
Sure. You can call us at our office, or you can do the easy route, which is to go online at www.westfieldonweekends.com.
Yeah, right.
So email us, but you can sign up there. Space is limited. 25 people, 25 children is the maximum we can have for each session. So signing up early and often is a good idea. And we everything will be open for sign up later today, actually. So it's perfect timing that we're having this event and you're getting to meet Alex here today.
Yeah. Alex, I can't wait. What book are you reading right now? I'd be interested as a book reading princess. What do you read?
Actually, I'm reading a wonderful book right now on productivity and just like keeping yourself in the zone and getting things done. So that's been really helpful for me for like work purposes. I haven't gotten to read a fun book in a while, but hopefully once I'm done with this one, I can move on to a fun book.
I love it. I love it. I love it. We have lots of things happening at Westfield's Creative Arts Center at 105 Elm Street, so you can always go to the website to see. From Up Close and Musical, which happens on February 11th and February 25th. Those free concerts are really wonderful. We've got the community talkabouts that you go online later in the month to find out about. We've also got courses and classes, and of course, cupcakes. No, I always put cupcakes first because, oh yeah, it's cupcakes. Cupcakes, cookies, and community. And I can't thank you guys enough. You know what today is? Today is actually the Chinese New Year. Did you guys know that?
Yeah. The Lunar New Year. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we wish everyone a happy. It's the year of the tiger this year, and I think we're going to have an Asian princess later on in the year. So we're really excited about that to do that. I am going to play also for the Black History Month. Today, I'm going to play an example of Mississippi blues, Hills Blues. And this guy is a really great component. I got this from our Wisconsin music director. His name is Junior and Kimbrough. And this is a great, he's one of those early masters of the guitar, and his song Meet Me at the City just shows you it's a happy kind of blues sound, and he influenced a lot of folks, so I want you to listen to that. But meanwhile, hey, Alex, always a pleasure. You got to come back. Maybe you come back as a character and we'll talk.
I would love that.
Yeah, wouldn't
I
that
would
be
love
fun
that.
to do that? And Kathy, of course, I see her every other day or so. I'll see you down at WOW's Westfield Creative Arts Center at 105 Elm Street.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, thanks for.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Thank
being
you,
here.
ladies.
Yeah, and Rick Berry, onward ho. We'll see you soon. Here's Junior Kimbrough and Meet Me at the City.